Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to take a look into the buffed Contriver. Well, we are back from our business trip, if you will. We can jump on the horse once again, and we need to see what exactly changed in the game over past month or couple of weeks or something. And this is what we have. The Contriver received buff. Contriver got 100 more hit points, 4 kilometers per hour speed, 70 horsepower, 0.3 horsepower per ton, and a bit of the whole traverse speed. With all honesty, I don't even think that this vehicle needed a buff. I really don't think that this vehicle was awful or unplayable or something. I think it is completely fine. I think the main problem of this line as a whole is that can opener exists. Can opener is just better tank, you know? And whenever you are getting Contriver for yourself, you feel like it is nothing too crazy, nothing too special. And we can check the things very, very easily. Can opener. We can see the situation in a very easy way, right? The can opener feels like it is harder to hit the cupola, even though there is a driver hatch. It's just not that valuable and it's not that bad, right? What do I mean by saying this? Looking into those two tanks pictures, the tier 11 can get slapped in... Oh, mi scusi, fellas. The tier 11 can be slapped into cupola, where can opener is feeling completely fine. And even though if you would increase the penetration, it is still kind of similar result, at least in my opinion. And we can clearly see that the tier 11 Contriver is getting some weak spots and whatnot, and the can opener not so much. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's just a bit different type of situation, and I feel like the can opener platform is just simply better. Plus, on top of that, cupola is huge where the Contriver goes, where the can opener not so much. Where the side scrapping abilities and whatnot looks like it is very similar tank, although tier 11, as you can see, it has a bit of the weakness over there where can opener doesn't. But once again, it depends on the penetration, and depending on the penetration, you can have some weaknesses over there. And man, I love this function in the index page. Not to brag or something, but man, it looks great. You can compare tank to tank, and you can see exactly how the things are looking like. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done glazing index page. Listen, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Contriver is a bit better. Does it change the rating for this vehicle overall? I don't really think so. I think the tank is still solid. It was solid before, and it is still solid to this day. But nevertheless, we will go to play some battles. We will check it out, how the Contriver feels like, and is it so beautiful or not so much. I can tell you from my experience, whenever I was marking this vehicle, it happened probably in September or something. And I can promise you that it was kind of fine experience from my end, you know. I felt like the tank was completely fine, perfectly balanced, if you will. It is a good tank, not a pile of kaku and whatnot. Okay, now this is a very hard map for me to play because I just simply do not know how to play this map. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not know how to play this map, and this is not that much of a tank fault. It is fault of mine because I just simply had not that much time to play the game in the new patch. This is maybe 5th time that I got this map, so... Anyways, 450 alpha damage with a standards, 270mm of penetration. If you are choosing to load the gold, you have 60 better penetration or so, and you have 200 better shell velocity. So if you are wondering what is a better choice, well, you can be assured that shooting the gold is just better choice. But this is very, very similar to every and each tank in the game, so we don't need to act surprised of all of this, right? At least I don't really think that we need to act surprised. That being said, can we play decently, hold down over there and keep punishing these Arias? I have a feeling that we can. That is okay, and this is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. Now, I think I would love to go inside of the tunnel and find a tiny touch better angle how we could get more involved where the enemies goes. Once again, I must admit I am not very familiar where this map goes, and I would love to say something else. I would love to say that I would be professional whenever the new map is hitting World of Tanks, but it takes some time for me to learn all of them, and I believe same goes to you, especially whenever the changes are so massive as they are in this map, right? Because this is pretty much a different map to begin with. That being said, I would love to slap him for 900. That is a very beautiful shot. Very, very nice. I mean, very aggressive play from the Mr. Arya side, and that sounds like his issue, if you know what I mean. So that is completely all right. I am thinking, do I want to shoot one by one or do I want to shoot doubles? But I think one by one will work just simply better in this type of situation. Meanwhile, we have Imbleddable who is screaming to me to slap him out of this game. I will do him a favor since he is asking for that. And rest assured, we are going to be making sure that we are going to be slapping everyone playing over there. And the next victim is going to be this beautiful, beautiful T803. That is okay. I am making sure that I am building tiny touch better angle for obvious reasons, and we are going to be alright. Once again, it is not a bad tank by any shape or any form, fellas. It is not a bad tank. It is not the tank to cry about or to say that the tank is a bloody stinker. I can tell you that much. It wasn't bad even beforehand. So now, obviously, since the tank received some sort of buffs, it is even better for obvious reasons, right? And it makes sense. But once again, I feel like what Wargaming does at this point in time is that they are trying to buff the tanks, not because the tanks needs to be buffed, but because the tanks are not as popular as they expected them to be. You know what I mean? And this is kind of a silly approach from the game balance perspective, at least in my opinion. But once again, who am I? I don't have multi-billion company, nor I have experience of managing the game as successful as World of Tanks is, so fair play, I guess. What I also very much love with this vehicle is that the tank is capable of switching the modes just like so, and you can very easily make decisions. Do you want to slap enemies for 450 or for 900, okay? I think that it is absolutely amazing thing, and I think that it is awesome feature to begin with, okay? I think this is very important thing to highlight. Kaboom, 900 in the face. As you can see, even me not knowing the map that well, we nevertheless managed to craft an extremely good result. 5.8 thousand damage, 2.6 thousand assisting damage. All we have done, we made a decision to go in front. It is a good tier 11, honestly. Sure thing, there are some learning curves that you need to be aware of. As an example, you need to know when to shoot the doubles, when to go for singulars. If you're shooting doubles over long distance, you can kill your gains to the certain extent, but I believe you understand what I mean. Anyways, beautiful game. 5.8 thousand damage, 2.6 thousand assisting damage. Very, very nice. Beautiful. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves 179,000 profits. So We definitely cannot complain about this, and we are feeling pretty happy. Also, a side note for every and each of you, whenever you are researching fully tier 11s, that means that you have made all upgrades and everything. You do not want to click accelerate through crew training, just because, let's be very honest with ourselves, eventually Wargaming will come up with tier 12s and tier 13s and tier 15s. So I would not act surprised if in 2030 or 2035, whatever, we have tier 13s in the game. So keep this in mind and be smart with all of this, so you don't need to regret it in the future. And hopefully that makes sense what I'm saying. Anyways, round number 2, let's go. Okay, round number 2. Okay, I see. This is going to be a bit harder, but we will try to play hold down to the best of our abilities, right? Now, what is the benefit in this type of situation whenever you are playing with the tanks like this? You can just double tap the enemies. And for this game, I think I am loading straight up gold ammunition. I think the gold is the proper way to do the things, especially if we are going to be fighting with the enemy heavy tanks for obvious reasons, right? So this should work just simply better. Meanwhile, we can clearly see the mother truckers going over there. Definitely not a good double. We can see Tier 1 going in front, and now we are in shitton of the trouble. With all honesty, now we are in the shitton of the trouble, fellas. What is the problem of the game like this is that, unfortunately, but we are going to get slapped by literally everyone who is making a decision to play hold down over there. Plus, on top of that, they have 2 clickers, so this is just awful. Definitely not ideal game, but nevertheless, I am trying to be somewhere nearby, so we could potentially slap the living crap out of them, right? I think this mother trucker just fired, so I am okay. Minus 900 in the face, that is good. And we are trying to escape a little bit. Once again, even though our team is winning this battle, it doesn't feel like we are winning, because those positions on top of the hill, they are nasty, fellas. They are nasty. And once again, I think the can opener feels just a little bit better where the armor goes of the tank. And I don't think that it is a problem to say that or to highlight that, you know. And this is the main thing why this tank doesn't feel as great as a tier 8 did. But once again, that's only me and only my thinking process. So, we are sitting in deep Kaku hole. I am not happy that I lost half of the hit points literally for free over there. It is definitely far away from being ideal. I know that the double shot was quite a mistake to shoot the cupola and whatnot. I am aware of that. But once again, in this type of situation, our mission is just to annoy this light tank. If this light tank will fart in the wrong way, we are going to have some sniper schnitzels who will help us. As an example, the super heavy tank that is sitting in the bush, or alternatively, almighty Hirschfucker. So we are kind of alright. Meanwhile, Tier 1 has made a mistake over there. That's good. I very much appreciate the mistakes. That's great. Now, Dravets and BTZ, they are definitely going to try to get a bit more involved over there. At least that's what I want to believe, but we'll see. Okay, 140 is pushing. Good. I like 140 score pushing in front. He's going through the middle of the field. We are taking our time to aim properly, and we are slapping for him for a casual 800 damage. That is very, very good and very much appreciated. We can clearly see that the tier 11 is about to get slapped. I think that we can eliminate him from the game. That was very unfortunate fate for us. Not only because we did not manage it to... not only because we managed to bounce the shell, but in the same time, it was just simply sadness. It's okay. Don't worry, we are feeling alright. 140. Eventually he's going to make a mistake and we are going to be alright. But do we want to wait for him making mistake or not really? Good, this mother trucker is eliminated. That is completely fine. Mr. Dravets, he should be able to hit us very, very well. Not a big surprise. Good, that 1/4 is eliminated. Excellent. Well, in this game, I can definitely tell you that I did not played in my best... it wasn't the best game for us. Can I change it? No, not really. Am I going to be upset about this? Nah, I am kind of alright. Honestly speaking, I am kind of alright. There is nothing to cry about and there is nothing to complain about. We are going to be just fine. Meanwhile, we can see this mother trucker waiting for us, and he had a very smart high explosive loaded. Once again, not the game that I am going to complain about, because this is me fault. This is user error, right? And sometimes we need to accept it. Sometimes we need to say, yeah, it is definitely our fault, and definitely we are the mother truckers who completely messed up. Also, if you would pay attention how much splash damage he would cause the bloody 600 splash damage. So that was absolutely insane. Anyways, let's see the score. Ugh, disappointing game, but we will survive. We are big boys. 2.1 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. It is okay. We are finishing somewhere towards the middle by the damage and by experience, which is completely fine, and it is okay. Let's keep it up. Okay, meanwhile, Glacier standard battle. From the middle, we can do plenty of the nasty stuff for the enemy team, so this could be very, 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 very good. And let's try not to mess it up, and let's try not to do bad things, okay? That's all we need for a full happiness. We need to be a tiny touch more intelligent and to think more. And once again, bad battles can happen for everyone. Doesn't really matter who you are or how good you are in the game. For everyone's standard, some games can be bad, you know? Mistakes can be made. Meanwhile, we can see Contriver going through the middle of the field. I know that's not the most intelligent choice, but you know what? Yeah, I changed my mind. Since I see it's not the most intelligent choice, I am just not going to go for double. And I like the fact that he made a decision to stop for a bit in the middle. That's very, very good. This is not a bad thing for us. It's actually perfect. Very, very good. Can we slap him again? Not quite, but we managed to track him. That is all right. As you can see, at this point in time, I'm not messing around, and I'm just simply going with a full gold ammo. Tier 11 fight to the certain extent, so we are feeling very, very, very fine. And the next shot most likely is going to be the double. At least that's what I want to believe. Meanwhile, Arta, not ideal. And this T803. Am I feeling happy with this kind of decision? I mean, I'm losing quite a bit of the hit points, but I don't really think that I can change something over there. Let's go for Contriver. Yeah, I have made my decision. Contriver it is. Now there is a big chance that he is going straight into the garage just because of the stupidity that he has made. Before we are going to be able to reach him, and this is exactly what is happening. It's okay. It's alright. We are fine. Now, what do we want to do? We can clearly see from where enemy Arta is shooting. We can clearly see that. So we are going to mark the spot, and we will try to blind fire this bastard. We will try to blind fire this bastard, fellas. We are going to be okay. Good. I think he is sitting somewhere around this area or among those lines. That is okay, we have time. I am missing both of the shots, although we are spotting STB trying to escape. We know that the other Arta is sitting right about this area, so we are just trying to eliminate him. That definitely could have been a direct hit, at least in my opinion. I can see this STB, it doesn't really change anything. Trying to go for seconds, it's fine. I have a feeling that our team is doing very, very, very well over there, okay? Which is not as good for me as I would love to say it is. Okay, he definitely relocated over there. Once again, I don't mind spotting this STB. I am feeling quite fine. And yes, fellas, blind shooting Artas is definitely my hobby, and I very, very much enjoy doing so. Meanwhile, long-range shot double because we can, just purely for entertainment purposes, and we are going to be alright. Art relocated right about here, that is fine, we know where he is, but in the same time he may be moving after the shot because there is a tiny chance that we hit him before, okay? But once again, I do enjoy this pigeon hunting. Even though this not may be the best choice overall, I love it. I do enjoy it. I have plenty of fun doing so, you know. Let me have some fun, please. T803 is sitting in extremely good position. Good for him. Honestly, good for him. This side, I could make pressure and I could be farming this mouse already long time ago, but that is okay. The light tank is trying to escape. Bad decisions from my side. I know that is me making errors over there, okay? That's why the score is not the finest, but you know what? I don't mind. I don't mind. 3 seconds to go. We should be all right. We should be all right. And now we could maybe make a bit of the pressure for this T803. Maybe. I really want to hunt this Arta. I truly do. I truly want to hunt this mother trucker. T803. I know about STB, I know about the mother trucker sitting there in the back. I am very, very well aware of that. And the Arta, it feels like the Arta is still sitting in literally the same bush over there. At least this is how it feels like. Ah, no wonder why am I not slapping him, because he's moving like crazy bastard. That definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. That is understandable. Meanwhile, T803. Okay, good 900. That is okay. Look, we are feeling completely fine. We don't need to panic. We don't need to caco our pants. We are feeling completely all right. And even though, once again, the aggressiveness wise, our game is definitely significantly worse than it was compared to the first game. But you know what? I had plenty of fun blind shooting the Artas. And I understand that it wasn't the best choice from my side. But you know, sometimes you want to do some sort of bad decisions. You want to slap the Arta. Can you blame me for dreaming about slapping Arta? Can you blame me? You can't. You cannot. You can blame me for many, many, many things, but slapping Arta is not one of these, you know? Okay, very, very good. I am completely fine. Double kill over there. And mouse is dead meat already because the type 71 is going to eliminate him from the game. Listen, even with me being rusty with Contriver, because I should be playing more aggressively, that is the honest truth. I should be playing with the tank more aggressively. I still think that we played okay. It's going to be fine. Whenever I play with a tier 11s, I would love to perform over 5,000, but you know, sometimes it's meant to be, sometimes it's not meant to be. It is okay. Nevertheless, 4.4 thousand damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage. We are first by experience, first by the damage, and we got 23,000 minus because I fired quite a bit of the gold ammunition. Now, My average performance with this tank is 4.1 thousand average damage, 1.5 thousand assisting damage. We have won all games, and I have a feeling that we played okay. Sure, it could have been better if I would not be so stupid on the second game or even the third game, but nevertheless, I hope that it was entertaining for you and you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you. I hope you were entertained. And Contriver, in my opinion, did not even need to get buffed, but that's only me. Anyways, love you and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.